Till now we have learned about HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Angular. Based on the knowledge which we have gained, we will develop a sample web application using Angular. Angular is one of the technology used to develop single page application. It is one type of a web framework which is based on a TypeScript language. Before going to develop an Angular application, we require an Angular CLI. To develop an Angular application, we require an Angular CLI, and Angular CLI is available once when you loaded a Node.js software. Once check whether the Node.js software is existed in your system or not. To download the Node.js software, we are going to the website called load the Node.js software. We use a website called www.nodejs.org. that we are using LTS version. Once when you downloaded and installed the Node.js software into our system, to check the version, what type of version we are using of Node, we can specify by using a command called node space -v. It will show you the version of Node which we are using in our system, and along with that we can know the version of npm also. Npm space -version, it will specify you what type of npm version we are using, and along with that we can know the Angular version also, which is Angular CLI ng space -version. When you specify the ng space -version, it will show you the Angular CLI version, what type of Angular CLI version we are using in our system. To work with Angular applications, we use an editor called Visual Studio Editor, Visual Studio Code Editor. It is an editor which is mostly used editor to develop the Angular applications, because by using this editor we can compile and we can execute from the editor itself. To open the command prompt window, we are using a command called cmd, and we are checking the version of Node, what type of Node version we are using, and along with that npm version, npm space -version, and along with that we are knowing the Angular CLI version also, ng space -version. In this system we are using the version called Angular CLI 10.0.1 and Node version 12.18.0 version. And to open the Visual Studio Code, once when you open the Visual Studio Code, create a workspace in any one of the drive. Let us take, I am creating one workspace as a folder on a desktop, which is Angular project. Angular projects, and this is a folder which I am selecting from my Visual Studio Code. Once when you open folder, go to file, open folder, Angular projects. If you want to create a project from the command prompt, just go to the particular folder, cd space Angular projects, and specify we are using a command called ng space new space project name. We are creating an Angular project which is first project, sorry, we can specify web project, project 1. It is a project name which we are specifying in the Angular. If you want to specify a routing, means if you want to add routing to our Angular application, you can specify yes. If you don't want to specify any type of routing manually, if you want to create a routing, then press no. Mostly when you press yes, automatically one routing file will be added by default to the Angular application. Once after adding that Angular routing, it will be ask you what type of style sheet you want to add to the Angular application. Presently we are using CSS is the styles which we want to apply to the current Angular project. Once after adding the CSS, it is taking some time to create the project where it will be add the dependencies which we require to develop an Angular application. It is taking much time. Till that, let us see the Angular architecture. Before going to create a project, let us see the Angular architecture. Angular architecture is based on component driven architecture. Component driven architecture, where the total web page is treated as a single component. In that, each part, the visual part which is existed in the web page, we are treating it as a component. Let us take a diagrammatical representation for the component driven architecture. Let us take a whole web page. It's a total web page we are calling. In that, we are creating a title bar, which is a header we are calling, and apart from that, we are creating a one more below to that, which is navigation bar, and below to that, we are creating one more, which is a side navigation bar. Below to that, we are creating one more, which is called a footer, and along with that, we are creating as many number of components in that. Let us take as component 1, we are making this is a component 2, and this is a component 3. Like this, we can create as many number of components in that. Like each part will be treated as a component. Let us take, this is called a header. This is, we are calling it as a navigation bar. Bar, and this is called a side navigation bar. Navigation bar, and this one you are calling as a footer. Like this, we can have as many number of components. Here, the main component which is called a root component. The web page which we are calling as a, it's a root component. This is called a root component we are calling. We are calling as a root component. In this root component, we are creating a components like header is one component, navigation bar is one component, side navigation bar is one component, footer is one component. Let us take this one as a home. We can specify. This one is, let us take some user. We are calling as a user. Users is one of the one more component we are creating. Inside that, we are creating one more add user. Add user one component. This is delete user. Let us take delete user is one of the component. Like this, as many number of components we can create in the total single web page, and this is what the component driven architecture we are calling. Just it is taking some time. Once when you observe a root component, in this root component where it created default 4 files in the root component like app.component.html, app.component.spec.ts, app.component.ts, app.component.css file. These are the 4 files which is defaultly will be created whenever we are creating any component. It is nothing but Angular application is a collection of components, and components we are creating in the form of modules. And here once when you observe app.component.html, it is a file which is used to write some HTML type of code. If you want to write any type of logic, we are using app.component.ts, and we are using one more component file called app.component.css where we are adding some CSS file. But here we will get some doubt that we are creating a TS file, but browser will understand only the JS file. But once when you observe .ts file will be converted into .js file when you do the transcompilation, and this JS file which will be understood by the browser. The .ts file will be converted into JS file, and that JS file will be understood by the browser. In such a way the execution is done. Open the Visual Studio Code, just go to the open folder option, use Angular projects. Automatically the web project which will be added along with some code, and this is the way where we are creating a new project of an Angular from command prompt window itself. If you want to open the Visual Studio Code from the command prompt, we can specify a command to open a Visual Studio Code editor. We are using code space dot. Automatically it will open the project in the Visual Studio Code editor. Once when you open the Visual Studio Code editor, it will be have some different type of files and folders which will be created, where the node underscore modules, it is one of the dependency folder where we require the dependencies which is used to execute the Angular application. Along with that, the source folder from where we are writing the code which we require to create the components and to create the Angular application, where it consisted the app component. It is a root component we are calling, which consisted the 4 files. One is app.component.cs, css.html, .ts file and a spec file. And along with that, app.module.ts file, it is a file where the execution will be starts. Here we are using one more file called app-routing.module file, where routing will be takes place. If you want to apply any type of routing is nothing but the navigation between the components. We are using app-routing.module.ts file. The basic file which we require to execute the application, one is main.ts file and index.html. Main.ts file is a file from where the application will start, and index.html is a file where the HTML part which will be get executed in your application. Once after the creation of your project, if you want to execute, just open the terminal, use Ctrl plus backstick, it will open the terminal to you, and go to the project, cd space web project. Once when you go inside the project, use a command called ng space serve, is a command used to start the development server, which is used to start the execution of your application. Yes, it is taking some time. Yes, it is compiling. Open the browser. And use the command called http://localhost. Localhost is a host name because both the application and server is existing in a single system. That's why we are taking it as a localhost :4200. It's a default port number for an Angular. Once when you execute, automatically a home page of the Angular application which will be loaded. Localhost. It is a sample web application which will be created, and this is the code which is existing with the HTML file which will be created. Let us take app.com.html. This is the file which existed, the code which will be executed in the browser. And this code, if you want to remove, if you want to add a user defined code, go to app.com.html file, Ctrl A, select all, just delete. Once after the deletion, you can add the code which we require. Let us take, this is main root component file. Let us take, I'm executing. Once after that, and automatically it will be open to you the file called, this is main root component file. If you want to do any type of CSS coding, then for example if you want to apply any type of styling, open the app.component.css file. You can add any type of CSS coding here itself. Background color, for example, background color we are applying, just blue we are applying, and open the browser, and automatically it will show you the styling process. Like this, we can develop a sample web application in Angular. Here we have created only a single component. Like this, we can add as many number of components into your web application. To add one more component to your Angular application, use Ctrl C to open the terminal. Use CLS. We are using a command called ng space generate space. C is for command, G for generate, and here we are adding a component called home. Home is one of the components which I want to add to the current Angular application. Once when we are creating a home component, by default it will create the 4 files to you. One is home.component.html, home.component.spec.ts, component.ts, home.component.css file. Along with that, it will do the changes in the app.module.ts file, which is a root file we are calling, which is registration of home component will be done in the app.module.ts file. Once after the creation of a home component, once if you observe in home.component.html, it will show you that home works. For example, you can add some HTML code for this. This is home component page. Let us take, I am creating a home component page. Now, once when you compile it, here it will not do any changes to the file which is executed in the browser. Once when you observe, it will not do any changes in the browser because we have not given any type of link between a root component to the home component. Just we have created a component, but we have not made a relation between the home component to the root component. To make a relation with the home component to the root component, go to home.component.html, and here we can specify a command called app-home. It is the name which is given in the home component file, home component.ts file, the selector name, what the name we are specifying here. By using these, we want to give a link between the app component to the root component. Once when you give such a tag called app-home tag in the app component.html, then automatically it will be add the changes to the file. In this way, such changes will be taken in the browser. In such a way we are taking that. Now like this, we can add as many number of components to the Angular application. Once we are adding one more component now, go to terminal, use Ctrl C. We are creating one more component called header component. Header, we are creating a header component, and we are adding one more component called footer. Footer component we are creating, and along with that we are creating one more component called users. User component. User is one more component we are creating. These are the components which we are creating in a application. Now we want to give the relation between these components with the root component. For that purpose, we are going to app.component.html file. That we are using a app home. Before that, we are adding a app header. We are adding a header, and we are adding a footer, and along with that we are adding app user. Like this, we are adding the components to the app.component.html so that the changes will be applied in the browser. We need to do the compilation again. Sorry. Once when you do the compilation, okay, we are adding the components. Okay, like this we can have some components which will added. Now we are doing small changes to that. For example, let's take go to footer.html and here we are using h3. We are adding, this is footer. The same way we are adding to header also. Just we are removing this h3. This is header page, and the same way we are creating the user also. This is user page. Like this we can add some code to the pages. Like this we can create a components and we can give the okay, like this we are adding a components to the page. Now once when you are adding that, see changes, getting that header, so we are getting, okay. Now this is where we are creating the components. Now we have added the components to the page, but we want to navigate from one component to another component. If you want to apply a navigation from one component to another component, we use Angular routing. Angular routing is nothing but navigating from one component to another component. Routing is nothing but navigating from one component to another component. Then how we can apply? If we want to apply, we are using Angular router. Angular router we are using to apply a Angular routing to the current web application. Then how? When we are using a routing, for that purpose, first we need to design the URL. With resource. Let us take an example, /home. If we specify /home, we need to go to home component. When you specify /user, I need to go to user component. Like this, when you specify these URLs in the browser, then automatically it should navigate to the particular component. To do such type of a process, we need to do three things. One is create the routes, register the routes, then populates the routes. These are the three things which we require when we are creating a routing process to the current application. If you want to create the routes, we are using the file called app-routing.module.ts file, from where we are creating the routing. We are creating the routes. Once when you want to create the routes, we are specifying in such a way like this. We are creating the routes. In that we have a two page. One is a name and a value pair. First one is path. We are specifying home. We need not to specify the slash because slash will be added in the base URL. So that's why we need not to add the slash to the path, comma component colon home component, and along with that we are creating one more component called user, comma component colon user component, okay, like this. We are creating the components. Here we have only created two components, that's why we are using only the two components, and these to be imported. Import home component from home slash home component. User component where we are adding. Now this is what we are creating the components. Now once when you execute the application in the browser, when you go with home, it will be show you only the home page. Oh sorry, I need to add one more thing. Sorry, I need to register the routes. That register the routes, we are using router module dot for route. This is a registration, registering the routes. Then after registering the routes, we need to apply populating the routes, and that we are applying in the app component.html. Go to app.component.html. Yes, we are removing these. Here we are using a router outlet. Router outlet is our tag we are using to apply populating the routing to the current Angular application. Now once when you add home, then automatically home component will be added. When you use user, it will be open the user page. Okay, here you are getting some confusion, so that I will do some changes to the file now. Let's take this. We are removing now. Just we want to add the page. Go to the browser now. Now it will show you. Now we are adding a home. Only home page will be added. If you are using a user, only user page will be added. Like this, we can navigate from one component to another component. But here we get a question that, for example, if you give some URL, but where we need to go because it's not showing anything. For that purpose, we need to add some routing in the routing file. Let's go to the routing file. Here we need to add a component. That component is, for example, not found. Sorry, we can specify ** slash. If you specify anything, I need to go to the particular component. Apart from home and user, if you specify anything, then automatically it should go to not found component. Okay, this is a component which is not created. I need to create this component now. Go to terminal. I want to create a not found component. found component, not found, sorry, not found. We are creating a not found component. Once when it is created not found component, h2, this is not found component. This is what we are creating as a not found component, which will be get executed when you specify okay, here we are importing that. Not found component from not slash not found component. Such a way we can add a not found component. Now we are once again we are doing the execution. Open the browser.